It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, and welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So Prop 21 establishes an $18 annual vehicle license surcharge to help fund state parks and wildlife programs, grants surcharge vehicles free admission to all state parks initiative statute, exempts commercial vehicles, trailers, and trailer coaches from the surcharge, fiscal impact, annual increase to state revenues of $500 million from surcharge on vehicle registrations. After offsetting some existing funding sources, these revenues would provide at least $250 million more annually for state parks and wildlife conservation. Establece un recargo anual de $18 sobre las matrículas de los vehículos para ayudar a financiar los parques estatales y los programas de vida silvestre. Concede entrada gratuita a todos los parques estatales a los vehículos que pagaron el recargo. Ley por iniciativa. Exime del recargo a los vehículos comerciales, los remolques y los camper. Impacto fiscal. Aumento anual de las recaudaciones del Estado de 500 millones dólares proveniente del recargo sobre las matrículas de los vehículos. Después de contrarrestar algunas fuentes de financiamiento existentes, estas recaudaciones proporcionarían al menos $250 millones anuales más para los parques estatales y la conservación de la vida silvestre. So, every year you gotta renew the registration on your car. If 21 passes, it'll be $18 more than it is now. But when you go to a state park, you will no longer have to pay to get in. You didn't have to pay to get in before. It was paid for by the state. But in budget cuts recently, to keep from closing the parks, they started charging people. So this will make it so you don't have to do that anymore. And it also frees up $250 million of the budget that was going to parks, and it's going to allow it to be spent on other things. General fund. So not education, but other things. Or it will allow them to cut spending elsewhere. So $9 of the $18 could theoretically be returned to you through tax cuts. Not going to happen. Or toward other programs. More likely. But something will happen to it. And then $250 million of the $500 million raised will go to parks and wildlife programs. As the TV ads say, clean water, blah, blah, blah. It has nothing to do with clean water. But if we do not take care of the parks, they will not be taken care of. They will become great places to rape people and grow drugs and start fires. And those things cost society money. So this really should be looked at as a preventive measure. And in honor of it being a park, I haven't shaved yet today. So now I'm roughing it just like the rest of them. People don't like to pay for things they don't use. But we do it all the time. I pay taxes on freeways that I never take. Some I take more than others. It is not, a usage tax does not work for many reasons. For one thing, it's too laborious to enforce because you'd have to have someone keeping track of everything, and that's expensive. And also, the people that benefit the most from some of these things only can do it because they don't have to pay their fair share. If I'm poor, seeing parks helps me understand how the world works instead of spending all my time in my inner city where I'm stuck because I can't get a job because all the jobs in my neighborhood are liquor store jobs and they don't really hire people. But I can go to the park because it's free, state park. I go to Yosemite because it's free with my vehicle license fee registration, blah, 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 paid for. And I can say, oh, wow, look at all that. Oh, wow, look at those trees. I'm going to carve my initials in there. No. But voting yes on 21 makes sense to me. It will not pass, but we're going to give it a hell of a try. That's what I say. The reason you vote no on 21 is because you want everything to pay for itself. And if you are entitled to that opinion, yes you are, you may say 21 is socialism. Everything we do here is socialism. We are not a true democracy. We are not a true socialist republic either. We are right in the middle. But if you vote no on 21, it's because you don't want to pay for something you don't want to use, or you want people to pay for something only when they use it. And you're entitled to that opinion. I call that unrealistic, and that is why I'm voting yes. That's all the time we have today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.